Dragons are running out of time. How long can a proud club wander in the wilderness before the fire finally goes out? The Red V, the mighty St George Illawarra Dragons, once the heartbeat of rugby league in this country, winners of the 2010 Premiership in a blaze of glory that united the Illawarra and the Shire like nothing else. But here we are, on the eve of the 2026 season, staring down the barrel of a drought that now stretches 15 agonizing years without finals football. Please like, share, and subscribe for more sport talk content. After a 2025 campaign that promised so much yet delivered only 8 wins and a heartbreaking 15th place finish, the questions aren't just loud, they're deafening. Defensive frailties, narrow losses that stung like salt in an open wound, and a roster in transition left fans wondering if this sleeping giant would ever roar again. Picture the scenes at Wynn Stadium and Netstrata Jubilee, crowds that still turn up in their thousands, draped in red and white, singing "Glory, Glory to the Dragons" with voices cracking from hope more than triumph. The passion hasn't faded, but the patience? That's wearing thin. Then came the turning point, the moment that felt like a spark in the dark. Just days into 2026, the announcement hit like a thunderclap. Keaon Koloamatangi, Kangaroos enforcer, New South Wales Origin beast, one of the most destructive edge forwards in the game, signing with the Dragons on a massive 5-year deal starting in 2027. Social media erupted. Red V faithful flooded X with fire emojis and dragon gifs, posting clips of Koloamatangi's bone-rattling tackles and offloads that break defensive lines like twigs. "This is it," they wrote. Flano's landed the big one. News outlets called it transformative, a landmark coup for Shane Flanagan, a coach who's been grafting in the trenches, blooding rookies through injury crises, rebuilding brick by brick after the Ben Hunt era came to its messy end. The cultural weight of it all sank in quickly. St George, the club of legends, Reg Gasnier, Johnny Rape-Rame Langlands, merged with Illawarra's steel-hearted spirit. A club that's carried the dreams of generations now signaling loudly that mediocrity isn't acceptable anymore. The aftermath rippled across the league. Rival fans grumbled about salary cap wizardry. South supporters mourned the loss of their homegrown star. But for Dragons members, it was validation, proof that the joint venture's financial battles and off-field dramas hadn't killed the ambition. Historical context makes this moment even heavier. Since Wayne Bennett's magical 2010-11 run, the Dragons have made finals only twice, churning through coaches and captains while the game evolved around them. 2025's regression felt like rock bottom. CEO Tim Watsford spoke of building a dynasty, of waking the sleeping giant. Flanagan's eyes lit up, talking about adding elite rep experience to a young pack hungry for guidance. This isn't just a signing, it's a declaration that the clock is ticking. But the Dragons are finally fighting back against time itself. What does it reveal about us, about sport in this sunburnt country? That loyalty runs deep, even through the lean years. That true fans don't abandon ship. They hold the line, believing in redemption. It shows the beauty of resilience, the human spirit that refuses to let heritage die. In a game that's become faster, more professional, there's still room for clubs rooted in community, in working-class pride. Think about the young kids in Wollongong and Kogarah pulling on the jersey, dreaming again, because a bloke like Koloamatangi chose their colors. That's the power of one moment to reignite a flame. It reminds us that character matters. Flanagan's persistence, the board's bold investment, the players grinding through preseason knowing help is coming. Sportsmanship, mateship, the unshakable belief that hard yakka pays off. The Dragons' story mirrors so many Australian tales. Knockbacks, doubts, then a defiant rise. Legacy isn't built in a day, but in choices like this, choosing to chase greatness instead of settling for survival. Shane Flanagan didn't mince words after the signing. This fills a massive need. Keaon's an elite middle with rep experience. We're building something special here. Keaon Koloamatangi himself spoke with quiet fire. The pitch from the Dragons was about turning this club back into a powerhouse. "I'm all in for that challenge." He reflected on leaving Souths, his boyhood club, but saw the bigger picture. It's about legacy, about winning premierships and leaving the game better. Flanagan added on expectations for 2026. Finals or bust. We've got the pieces now. No more excuses. As the sun sets on another preseason, the Dragons stand at a crossroads. One more year to bridge the gap before the cavalry arrives. One more chance to prove the fire still burns bright. This moment means everything. Hope reborn, pride restored. A reminder that in rugby league, as in life, time waits for no one. But sometimes, just sometimes,